Well, speaking of money, a new Trump administration policy could hurt Bay Area families who rely on federal food stamps. KPIX 5's John Ramos explains why.
It's hard enough for low-income people to afford to live in California, but now a new federal rule could make it hard for them to just get something to eat. Each week, the Fresh Approach mobile farmers market truck arrives in Pittsburgh, offering bargain produce for low-income residents. And many of them pay for it with the money they receive from the CalFresh Food Assistance Program, what used to be food stamps. But now, a new rule proposed by the Department of Agriculture would prohibit payments to anyone making more than $32,640 for a family of 4. In Contra Costa County, that would eliminate at least 4,000 households from the program.
And of course, we consider them still low income. The threshold that we use is set in statute, in law, and that's what we have to abide by.
The rule change is intended to prevent abuse of the system by restricting help to people making up to 130% of the national poverty level. That may work in other states, but raising a family on $32,000 is almost impossible in the Bay Area.
It doesn't work here. California is very different than the rest of the country because it is so overpriced for most people.
People owning any kind of asset worth more than $2,250 would also be eliminated, including seniors with a small nest egg or even someone owning a car. And while it's meant to save money, Contra Costa's Human Services Director says it would create a lot of paperwork.
Which would mean hiring more staff and creating more bureaucracy.
So this could actually cost
more. It could actually cost more.
It's estimated that 3 million people nationwide could be denied food assistance if the new rule is enacted. And food banks, which are on the front lines of feeding the needy, are concerned they may be overwhelmed.
They could be turning up at our distributions, and we could see increases in people that we don't anticipate and then potentially are not able to meet that demand.
It does seem kind of crazy. The government spends $20 billion a year to subsidize farmers to grow food, but they consider it a waste of money to help people actually buy it. In Pittsburgh, John Ramos, KPIX 5.
The 60-day comment period has begun on the proposed rule changes, but with Congress expected to put up a fight, the regulations could take months to approve and implement.